Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for June 13, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in international news, tensions remain high in the Middle East as Pakistan's Prime Minister announced a potential deal between the US and Iran to end their war. Additionally, NATO is considering alternative defense plans for Europe in light of reduced US military support. In business, Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire after SpaceX shares soared on their trading debut. The company's successful IPO is the largest in history, with Musk aiming to take humanity to Mars. Lastly, and most pressing, tech giant Anthropic has suspended access to its newest AI models, Fable and Mythos, following a directive from the Trump administration due to security concerns over potential misuse. This move has sparked debate among experts, with some praising caution and others criticizing government overreach. We invite our listeners to share their thoughts on social media using AIDailyPress. These stories highlight significant developments in global politics, business, and technology. As we continue to follow these stories, we'll provide updates and analysis on the implications for various industries and communities. Now for the latest in social and cultural news. Here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the developing situation in Belfast, where a complex interplay of sectarian tensions and anti-immigrant sentiment has created a volatile atmosphere. Despite the challenges, the people of Belfast are standing together against racism and intolerance, and will continue to monitor the situation and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Secondly, reports have emerged of an interim agreement between the United States and Iran aimed at resolving their ongoing conflict. The potential deal could extend the current ceasefire, reopen the strategic Strait of Hormuz, and have significant implications for global politics and economies. We'll provide further analysis and updates on this story as it unfolds. Lastly, we've been covering the controversy surrounding the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., where President Donald Trump's name was added to the iconic Performing Arts Landmarks title. A federal judge has ruled in favor of a lawsuit arguing that the renaming required an act of Congress, and crews have begun removing President Trump's name from the exterior of the building. These stories represent some of the most significant developments in global news, and will continue to bring you in-depth coverage and analysis on the AI Daily Press. This is Barbara Waters reporting. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we've seen a shift in the world of gold investing, with gold stocks behaving erratically due to investor sentiment and macroeconomic factors such as interest rates and inflation expectations. While some investors are selling, others remain hopeful that the fundamental case for gold will return. Secondly, the price of energy has been on the rise, and this has led some investors to explore alternative options, including copper and natural gas stocks, which are expected to see price growth from the AI boom. Lastly, and perhaps most notably, SpaceX has made its debut on the stock market in the largest initial public offering ever, catapulting Elon Musk into the exclusive club of trillionaires. The company's ambitious plans for space exploration and development have clearly resonated with investors who are willing to overlook its current losses and focus on the potential for long-term growth. As always, we advise our readers to approach these stories with a critical eye, considering both the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. We'll continue to provide you with balanced analysis and expert insights as these stories unfold. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we've been exploring the impact of satellite constellations on our night sky. With thousands of satellites being launched into orbit, there's growing concern about the potential disruption to astronomical observations and the natural beauty of the stars. We discuss the need for responsible deployment of orbital infrastructure and the development of new technologies that can minimize the impact on the night sky. In our second story, we delved into the latest developments in space exploration and renewable energy. The Parker's Solar Probe has been observing the sun's activity, providing valuable insights into space weather. Meanwhile, solar energy has surpassed coal as a source of electricity generation in the United States for the first time, marking a significant milestone in the transition to clean energy. Lastly, we covered the historic initial public offering of SpaceX, which has made Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire. With a valuation of over $2 trillion, SpaceX is now one of the most valuable American companies. While some investors are excited about the company's ambitious plans for space exploration and technology, others have raised concerns about income inequality and the company's financials. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we celebrated the remarkable journey of Jose Alvarado, the New York Knicks' unlikely hero, who defied all odds to become a key player for the team. His determination and heart have earned him a special place in the hearts of fans everywhere. Next, we honored the legacy of true underdog heroes like Alvarado, whose rags to riches story serves as a powerful reminder that with dedication and passion, anything is possible. And finally, we brought you live updates from the world of soccer, where the United States men's national team kicked off their FIFA World Cup campaign in style, dominating Paraguay 4-1 in their opening match. The Americans put on an impressive display of skill and teamwork, with Folarin Balogun stealing the show with a stunning 2-goal performance. These stories showcase the very best of sports, perseverance, hard work, and the unwavering spirit to succeed against all odds. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we took a trip to a small town where we met William Sutton, an extraordinary individual who has committed all of Shakespeare's sonnets to memory. This remarkable feat not only showcases William's dedication and love for the bard's works, but also underscores the value of long-term memory and the importance of preserving our cultural heritage. Next, we dove into the world of document analysis with Google's Pinpoint, a powerful tool that's making waves in the research community. With its ability to find patterns, organize vast amounts of data, and prioritize user privacy, Pinpoint is an attractive solution for those seeking to make sense of complex information. However, as one expert cautioned, it's essential to remember that human judgment and oversight are still crucial when working with AI-driven analysis. Lastly, we reflected on the importance of balancing technological advancements with human insight, particularly in the context of data analysis. As we continue to navigate the vast amounts of information at our fingertips, it's crucial to appreciate the role of individual stories, cultural heritage, and community values in shaping our understanding of the world. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Let's start with Ariana Grande, who's making waves on the Billboard charts again. Her decade-old album, Dangerous Woman, has reached new heights thanks to a 10th anniversary edition release, complete with a previously unreleased track. Meanwhile, her new single, Hate That I Made You Love Me, is launching on several charts, and we're eagerly awaiting her upcoming album, Petal. Next up, K-pop fans were left frustrated with the chaotic ticket sales for Epic High's North American tour. The group's leader, Tableau, took to social media to express his own frustration with the buggy ticketing sites, and we can't help but agree, it's time for these sites to get their act together. And finally, we've got some exciting news from the world of music. Morgan Wallen is breaking records, and Taylor Swift is gearing up for her highly anticipated Eras tour. We'll be keeping a close eye on all the action. So now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. This week, we've been exploring some fascinating stories from the natural world. In our first story, we delved into the remarkable relationship between horseshoe crabs and red knots, a partnership that has endured for hundreds of millions of years. However, this ancient convergence is facing modern threats such as climate change, habitat destruction, and overfishing, which disrupts the delicate timing between the crab's spawning and the bird's arrival. We also examined the critical role that Delaware Bay plays in the survival of these species, with photographer Susan Allen capturing the quiet beauty of this natural wonder over the past 8 years. While there are positive developments, such as the biomedical industry transitioning away from using horseshoe crab blood for testing vaccines and medical devices, it's clear that preserving this ancient ritual requires our attention and action. Additionally, we explored the intricate relationship between species and ecosystems, highlighting the importance of conservation efforts and sustainable practices in maintaining the natural balance. By protecting habitats, reducing our carbon footprint, and promoting eco-friendly fishing methods, we can help preserve the delicate relationships that allow species like the horseshoe crab and red knot to thrive. Lastly, we touched on the fascinating world of adaptation and survival, where creatures have evolved remarkable strategies to survive in an ever-changing environment. From the ancient horseshoe crabs to the migratory birds, these stories remind us of the complexity, beauty, and fragility of nature. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the wonders of the natural world and delve into the critical issues that shape our planet's future. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Atanaja for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.